How you doing, guys? It's Dan, and in today's video I want to talk about a lesson that I've had, which is don't get too cocky about the things that you think that you know. So recently in my business I have noticed, well, probably the last 6 months, the number of phone call inquiries that I've got for my business has dropped. So the bit that I got cocky about was my knowledge of SEO. And for those of you that don't know about what SEO is, it is search engine optimization, and it's generally related to Google. I do understand that people use this for YouTube as well, because YouTube is actually a search engine, but obviously a bit different than Google. So the intent of people when they're on Google is like they'll query something, and then there'll be businesses that pop up. And that's what we are as service business providers. We're answering basically a query that a customer has on the internet, and then we get shown by Google, thanks to Google. So the bit that I was cocky about was basically my knowledge of SEO. So this was the misconception that I had. So I've had my website for over 5 years, did it myself, and learned various things about SEO and the skills of like website building. It's like a skill that you can acquire if you want to learn it. And I thought that SEO is a long game, and the work that you put in all them years ago is basically going to be here forever. Although I didn't necessarily believe that, my actions did say that. It got me a little bit sloppy on upgrading my skills when it comes to SEO and keeping on top of things. I stopped following good practices. I stopped, optimizing my pictures when I uploaded them. There was various things that I did that allowed me to get sloppy because I thought that I had good rankings. So this is where the cockiness and arrogance came in. For the last 6 months, I've noticed my phone inquiries go down. And there's a couple of reasons there. The first one is that I was focusing too much on what's known as the organic listing and not on the Google business profile, formerly known as GMB, Google My Business. And what I was doing was I was focusing on that organic listing. So when you go onto Google and you search for a service, you've got what's known as the map pack, which is like the top 3 businesses that get shown for the keyword that you search for. So imagine window cleaning in, let's say, my area, Solihull. I would appear in the map pack, but then there's also the organic listing, which is underneath that map pack. You've got like all the web addresses that go down, and you've probably got about 10 websites that appear there. And that first page that comes up would be known as a SERP, which is the search engine results page. And then I was focusing a lot on that organic listing, really overlooking Google My Business. And my cockiness and arrogance of I know what I'm doing with SEO basically stopped me from looking at the results that I was getting, i.e. I wasn't getting as many phone calls as I used to have, and just mindlessly kept me working on the organic listings. So what had basically started to happen was I was getting more visitors to my website, but less phone calls. That could be a few things. That could be maybe because I've put prices on my website and it's scaring more people off, so they're not making the inquiry. But it could also be to do with this Google My Business. But I believed that everything was all good there. Now, in hindsight, the best solution for that would be to pay somebody to do a website audit, to audit my website, look at my Google My Business, look at my website, critique everything. But that cockiness or arrogance basically stopped me from doing that. So that was a big lesson, really, is that the SEO is a long game, but the game changes, and it changes in regards to how either a customer behaves. So maybe customers are more likely to just pick up the phone and dial straight from the Google My Business rather than go onto the educational content, which is your organic listing. That could be due to various reasons. For example, let's say roof cleaning as an example. Because there's so many videos on YouTube now of roof cleaning and everyone's seen how it's done, people probably don't need to learn about it as much. They've just watched videos online. They're appearing everywhere. So people just pick up the phone for the local roof cleaning guy and then, book an inquiry. So shout out to all the YouTubers that are making YouTube videos. I don't know, Sid Partridge, A.E. McIntosh, Smout. I see Smout's doing a lot of videos online. And I'm trying to think other people that are doing. Dave Aquacleanse on Instagram, although he's not really doing many roof cleaning videos, but there's quite a few people that are really pushing out a lot of content, getting a lot of views, that have educated customers to the point that I don't think people even go onto an organic listing as much. I think people just know the service. Well, not everyone, but they know the service and they just pick up the Google My Business. But long story is, my Google My Business was suffering, and I'd learned that there's actually new technology to help you track the Google My Business listing. And also, I've completely overlooked the fact that there's going to be new entrants coming into the market. There's going to be new people wanting to do this business. There's people who are really hungry. There's people that want to get their act together and get that #1 spot on Google, because it's basically a competition at the end of the day to make sure that you rank #1. If your game is Google, that is, if you want to make sure that you're #1 on Google. So what did I learn? So I learned about this software. It's called localgrids.io. That's the one that I used. And I used it to do an audit on my Google business profile. And basically what it does is it shows where your business sits in the map pack, which is when you type in a keyword, just use an example, window cleaning in, Birmingham, window cleaning in Solihull. The top 3 businesses that show up will be what you'd say as in the map pack. So what I was doing was, I was at my home or on my phone, and I'd type in window cleaners in Solihull. That's where my business is, Squeaky Solihull. And I was ranking #1. Now, this is where the new technology comes in that has basically given me awareness of I wasn't ranking all that well. So in this software, Local Grids, it basically creates like a bubble heat map. So it's got your business in the middle. Excuse this drawing. It's got your business in the middle. You type in the keyword. I might put a screenshot up here. And it shows like a bubble heat map of how your business ranks in these different areas. And what each bubble does, it shows if someone's in that bubble, imagine like a half a mile square around your business. If someone's in the top right hand corner and they search for window cleaning, at what position does your business appear in that Google map pack? And I learned that. So I learned that there's new technology, things are changing, there's new competition. Don't get cocky about the things that you think that you know, because it's self-induced pain. So yeah, I learned to be a little bit more humble about the things that I know and keep learning. Peace.